So now we'll learn to make a DFA where strings of length greater than equal to 2 should be accepted. So we can clearly find out strings of length greater than 2 means strings of length 2, 3, 4 up to any length. So it means the minimum length string is 2. So the number of states are going to be 2 plus 1, that is 3. So we'll have an initial state Q0, intermediary state Q1, and the third state, that is your final state, Q2. Final state will be represented this way. Now what are the 2-bit combination? Strings of length 2. What are the strings of length 2 when we have input alphabet 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So simply we can say that we'll have a transition for 0 as well as for 1. Here also for 0 and 1. So it will accept 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So all the strings of length 2 are being accepted. Now to further enhance the length of the string, what we can do is, in the last example as I have told you, if you try to make a self loop, the length of the string is going to increase. So we introduce the concept of dead state so that we will not increase the length of the string. But here, as we have to increase the length of the string up to 3, 4 and any number length, so we'll simply introduce a self loop. And here we can have any 3-bit combination, 4-bit combination, 5-bit combination with the help of these self loops. So this is the required DFA for the given question. Now strings of length less than equal to 2. It means we'll have strings of length 2, 1 and 0, that is null. So for that what we have to do is, first of all we'll make the DFA of length 2. We can also put it this way and we can have a simple transition and we'll separate it with 0, 1. This and this means the same. Then we have the intermediary state. Now we clearly know that this is the given DFA which is always going to accept strings of length 2. Now if we have to increase, we have to also accept the strings which are of length 1, then we'll make this state as your final state. So 0 and 1 is also accepted, and if you have to accept epsilon, that is null, we'll make the initial state as a final state. When you have your initial state as your final state, it will always accept null. So null is accepted, strings of length 1 is accepted, strings of length 2 is accepted. Now we don't have to increase the length of the string to 3, 4 and any number length. So as I have told you earlier, we'll introduce the concept of dead state. And in this way, this length is restricted to 0, 1 and 2, and we have fulfilled the criteria of the question. So this is the desired result for the DFA. Thank you.